Hey, today I'm creating a 3D moon that looks so real you'll want to howl at it. Don't worry, friends, it isn't rocket science, it's just a little gesso and a lot of patience. We'll begin with our trusty bottle of gesso. Just squeeze a happy little circle right onto your canvas, and don't worry about perfection. Moons are imperfect by nature. There's craters, it looks different depending on the shadows, so just get to as close to a perfect circle as you can and we will adjust. So now we're going to use our palette knife to flatten out the surface and define the outer circle, making it as close to a circle as we can. It's going to take a while to dry, most likely days depending on the temperature and humidity. So this is the result, and this is how I'm going to leave it to dry. So it's been 5 days and it's finally dry. As you can see, it's flattened out. There are some bumpy surface areas, but that really adds to the texture and depth of like the craters on the moon anyways. So I feel like it's going to work out well when we paint it. Before I begin painting the moon, I just want to make my sky. I'm not going to bore you with this. It's just a whole bunch of color adding and blending. If you want to see how to paint the sky, I have a tutorial on that. Now time for the fun part, building layers. We're going to start by painting the moon completely white. The gesso has a yellow hue, so I want to just make sure that my moon is white, not yellow. I'm going to start by creating the shadows on the moon with this dark gray paint. We're going to build a lot of layers, probably over 10 layers. This is going to create textures and bumps that make the moon really feel alive. In between one of these 10 layers, make sure you let it dry. Letting it dry will allow you to put on another layer without it blending completely. And if you do that a couple times throughout these layers, it will really give it texture. When you do these layers, make sure you're constantly switching your colors. You're adding a little bit more white, a little bit more black. This will too help with the texture and creating some dimension on the moon. Right before your paint is about to dry, use a dry brush to press against the canvas to create even more texture. And there we have it, a moon that's dreamy, textured, and uniquely you. And don't forget, imperfections only add character. Until next time, keep creating.